Have you been researching about far infrared heating pads, wondering if the Richway Amethyst Biomat is really worth the extra money? I'm going to be addressing this and reviewing everything you need to know in this video. Hello and welcome. My name is Jennifer Lyle. I'm an independent sales associate for the Richway Amethyst Biomat. I've been representing this product since 2008. One of the things that really ticks me off is the confusing marketing that's out there about far infrared pads. There are so many copycat products. Why do you think they want it to look like the Biomat? It's because they know that the Biomat has a reputation for being a high quality product, and they want you to think that you're buying that when you're really not. You're buying some sort of knockoff in China. Okay, my little rant. Let me tell you first why I'm making this video today. I got a phone call, and it started out like about half of the phone calls that I receive. I get a phone call from somebody saying, thank goodness I'm talking to you. I'm so confused and overwhelmed by all the information out there, and I really don't know what to do. I've actually tried an amethyst biomat at my massage therapist clinic, and I know it's a good product, but I don't know if what you're selling is really a biomat, and I just want to make sure I am making the right decision. So how can you help me? So I want to help you if you are feeling like this too. I get how it feels to be overwhelmed when you just want to make a simple decision. You want to buy a high quality product that's going to work, and you want to know you're getting the real deal and not some random knockoff. And I'm going to review with you why the biomat costs more and why it's worth more money. And I'm not just saying this because I represent the product. I'm saying this because I also don't like getting bamboozled. I don't like that feeling of overwhelm. I don't like it when people are trying, or companies or organizations are trying to trick me, or that you just can't get the complete information. So I want to make sure that you have the right information so you can feel empowered and like you are making a good decision for you and your needs. Okay. So first of all, the biomat's been around for a really long time, like over 20 years. As I said earlier, I first started representing the biomat back in 2008. I I got the mini biomat, and it lasted until 2020, so 12 years. And I also bought later that year a professional biomat, which I gave to a friend. And as far as I know, it's still working, and it's 2024. So it's a really high quality product. I mean, this is why other companies try to make their product look, or they describe it to sound like the biomat, because the biomat has a solid reputation for being a high quality product. It's got a really high quality construction. There are some products that are out there that are really flimsy. They're very flexible, which can seem nice, but it's because they don't have as much layers of material. There isn't as much integrity to the mat itself, which then leads to how long it's going to last. I have another video which I'll share at the end of this, and also I'll put in the notes, where I talk about the different qualities of construction of far infrared pads, different things to look for in that construction, and just again to help you make a sound decision. It's handmade in South Korea, thumbs up. This is really important. It is an FDA approved product. Now, I know some people might prefer to have things, if you're health conscious, and you probably are because you're looking at this product, and the FDA may not be something that is important to you. However, the thing that you should know about that is that it requires a very high level of quality of product. They have to meet certain manufacturing standards. And if they don't meet the standards, then the FDA approval gets rescinded. Not only is it an FDA approved medical device, it's also a Health Canada Class 2 medical device. I don't think there's any other far infrared pad that's out there that has both of these. I might be wrong, but from my knowledge, they don't. And that's also because it's a lower quality product. So it's handmade in South Korea. Most of the other, I think like 99% of the other products are all made in China. And you know what often will happen there with the quality of product. They just higher volume and it's cheaper. It is also approved by a number of different organizations. So the CSA is the Canadian Safety Association group, and so it meets electrical standards in Canada. The Korean MFDS, that's the Ministry of Food and Drug Safety Medical Device. The Japan FDA, it's got the Good Menu Practice approval, the Korean's Electrical Safety Organization, the Japan Electrical Safety Organization, the Russian CU Electrical Safety License as well. So it's gone through rigorous testing to ensure that you, your loved ones that are using this product are safe. It's also been tested by the Interact for the EMF reporting. So it's been tested for EMFs. It has authentic amethyst crystals. Apparently, I was talking to a colleague of mine that owns a crystal store in the Toronto area, and she was saying that there are a lot of imitation crystals that are out there, and so she has to be very particular about the suppliers that she uses in her crystal store. Well, Richway is also very particular with their crystals and also provides a copy of their certification for crystals in every biomat that they purchase, or that you purchase from them, that they create. So okay, just reviewing my notes here. So I get it that it costs more. Companies are going to say, well, that's because it's an MLM product. Well, here's something for you to know as well. If you look at the other companies, and if you look to see if they have something called an affiliate program, that means that they are going to be paying other people to promote their products. So the money that they'd be paying out to those affiliates is kind of the same thing as that they pay out to me as a distributor in the structure of how Richway has their business. So it's kind of the same thing. It's just a different business structure. It is not gouging you in any way. They're just taking money off the top in a different way. So that means that what they're paying, so if they're making the product in China and they're also paying affiliates to a commission, and then for the ones that they sell directly from their website, then they're just taking all that money for themselves. So it's just a different business model. Okay, now I get it that sometimes you just need to buy a less expensive product because that's what you have a budget for. Completely honor that. And if that's the direction that you want to go, by all means, buy something that meets your budget. Just know this. I have seen reports of people having some of these lesser quality products catch on fire. I had one person who is interested in becoming a distributor for the biomat. I was just speaking to her in the last week, and she said, you know, I've been wanting a biomat for a really long time. I've been saving up, but I've been getting impatient. So she bought one of the other products that was made in China. And it didn't even last a year. So while yes, the biomat might cost more, if it lasts longer, mine, as I said earlier, my first one lasted for 12 years. It's going to vary based on how you use it, of course. Somebody who uses it for 8 hours a day at a high intensity for the life of the biomat, 7 days a week, is going to have a very different longevity of the product, lifespan of the product versus somebody who uses it for an hour a day. As I said, mine lasted for 12 years. Then that just makes it worth it. It makes it actually cheaper. Now, I do completely understand though that your budget may not allow you to afford it. You might be able to find a used biomat out there then. Perhaps that's a route for you to consider. And the other thing to consider is that if you want to buy a lesser one and then you end up throwing that out and having to get a new one and then throwing it out and getting another one, well, just from an environmental perspective, it just doesn't make any sense. So, bottom line, if you like to be efficient with your time, because who wants to be buying a new product over and over and over again? You want to invest in a product that's going to last. You appreciate quality, you appreciate safety, and you want to just not have to think about, is this going to break down on me in 3 months' time or a year's time or whatever it might be. Then I encourage you to consider a Richway Amethyst Biomat. You can visit my website, livhealthy.tv, and everything on there is directly from Richway. When you make a purchase through my website, you actually have your credit card charged by Richway and Fuji Bio because they make the biomat. It gets shipped to you from their distribution center. If you're in North America, that's just outside of Chicago. There's also a distribution center in Brisbane, Australia, in Korea, as well as in South Korea, as well as in the Netherlands. So you'll receive your order based on whatever's closest to you. There's a 110 as well as the 220 volt, different models to choose from depending on where you are. And it's a good product. And I want you to rest assured that if you purchase anything from the Live Healthy website, that you are indeed getting an authentic Richway Amethyst Biomat. And I'm happy to help you with answering any questions that you may have. You can call me, here's my number, or you can also send me an email. Happy to answer the questions because I want you to make sure that you have the information that you need in order to make the best choice for you. So, my name is Jennifer Lyle. I'm with Live Healthy, and I'm here to support you with any questions that you might have about the Richway products, including the Amethyst Biomat. And yes, I do believe it is worth the extra investment because you will save money in the long run. Thanks for watching.